This is the truck I was working on. I ended up building this thing twice. I redid the front fenders. As you can see, this one here is basically done. And that's the A-frame you're seeing there. I had to rebuild those out of fiberglass because they swapped my metal fenders for fiberglass fenders, which were plus 3 inches. So now they fit even with the tires. And I had to add an extra inch onto that to make it look right. I filled those pieces. There were gaps in there, so I filled those all up. It was kind of like corrugated metal. I'm just going to go around the A-frame. And that's all the same. I didn't touch that or this piece here. But the fenders look way better. I wish I could get back far enough. Oh, there we go. And I extended the bumper and cut it at the same angle as the fender, just to make it look right. And I finished my rear bumper, so you can see where the marbles go. Those are my backup lights, my trailer connection. And I built this. That was the old piece. After I cut off the other bumper, that was the piece that held the balls. There were 3 slots for balls. So I welded them up. Then I added on a 2-inch piece of steel, angle iron. You can see the bottom part hanging out here. And then I wrote Chevy on there. It's just a step. And I took that came off the old end gate from the Dodge. And it actually works for this end gate. So you just pull that down. I couldn't have it the other way around. It wouldn't work. And then my end gate flops down. And you can see the support there. My latches go in here, which connects to here. I had to reinforce my end gate to accommodate everything. And if I go to the other side here, you can see my latch. It's in there, ready to go. I put lights. Oh man, the light's terrible on that side. Let me come over to this side. I put an LED light in there that'll be connected to my signal lights and my driving lights. And I threw this in there just to kind of set things off. And I'll just go over here to this side. So you can see that piece that I made to hide everything. And you might be able to see the bumper a little bit better on this side. And then I want a piece of graffiti, so I made this at the front. Everything is steel, that's all steel. So is the Chevy symbol over there. And this is my Ram. Since it's a Dodge truck, I threw the Ram in there. Well, a cross-eyed Ram. Thought that'd be pretty cool. When I get done painting everything, that Devy thing will actually look like it's neon. It's not neon, it's just paint. But I'll put the blue behind it with my airbrush. Airbrush that, and the regular color of the truck will be behind the green color. So it'll look pretty cool by the time I'm done. I like the cross-eyed Ram. And this side here I did the exact same thing. I built that fiberglass to match my fiberglass fenders. And I had to extend my fiberglass fenders that 4 inches I was talking about in my last video. And here's this side. Corrugated metal I had to fill in with steel. So I welded that all the way up here to the top. And it was kind of like this. You can see the corrugated in there. It was kind of like that all the way through. It just didn't look right. And if I go over here, you can see that was the fender that was from the other side. So I still have those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. And then this fender here, I did the exact same thing. I had to cut everything apart, weld everything all back together again. I can't remember, I think this is my 5th try with this fender. So I just have to finish it off and then Bondo it. And this is my, damn, what do you call that thing? Can't remember what it's called. I built that totally out of fiberglass. That took me months. I didn't even use, I just built it all by hand. I didn't use a mold. It fits in there perfect. It's just sitting in there right now. And the top of the hood matches right up to that seam right up there. And then my hood is actually front tilt hood. So you can see my hood comes down and it rests on my front bumper. My front bumper, I had to remove it when I was building all this stuff inside. I had to fill in all these gaps. So within the air, when it came in, it would actually go through the radiator instead of going out and around. That took a long time. Fabricate all that. And this side here too. I wanted to look kind of original. Well, not that this is original, but I wanted to keep this piece in on both sides. The other side isn't on, but it just kind of finishes the truck off. You've got the hood up. And I had my mounts all made. That's what this bar is. But unfortunately, when I went and put my hood down, I couldn't lift it up, because I actually have to lift it up in the back 3/4 of an inch before it can even come forward. And unfortunately, this design didn't work. I've had a couple designs. This should be my last one, hopefully. This is my new design. It came from a Buick, I think. Their hoods are a front tilt hood. So I grabbed the latch from that and put it in here. So hopefully that'll work, and it'll lock it so when a big semi comes by, it won't lift my hood up. What else can I show you? Maybe if I just pull back, let you look at the whole truck. Unfortunately, that pillar's kind of in the way. We'll go back to the other side. And I know from looking outside, it doesn't look like you can really see very much with that, whatever that thing's called. I can't remember what it's called. I'll hop inside the truck and I'll show you. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. Oh man, you can't really see because of the light. There's not much I can do, but that's the top of it right there. And there's a ton of room to see. So everybody asked me if it runs. It still runs. It's a 2003 Dodge Cummins Diesel. It'll look pretty awesome by the time I'm done. That's basically it for the truck. And I'm hoping to have it done before the fall. I'm really close. Just have to finish this fender, do the hood latch, and basically put everything all back together. I have to redo my door gap here on this side. The door gap on the other side wasn't that hard. I'll walk around. That door gap there looks really good. It's loose at the bottom, so it's kind of pulled out. And I welded it so it kind of matched up here. And when this is in, there we go. It sits about like, it sits properly right in here. It looks right. And inside of here I have the original plastic piece. I just have to put that back in just to kind of finish it off. So it's really, really close. And in the meantime, I have to work on this. It's an old Harley trike. And I have to put a Suzuki engine in it. So I've got all the mounts made. It's all tacked in. I just have to hook up the chain. Make sure, verify that everything's straight. Everything's straight as I could get it with the level and with a straight bar. So I just want to double check with the chain. Then I'll weld everything all up solid. And that thing can go back to the customer. It's an old, I think it was a 50s service body. You can see the Harley design of the diff. Should have a lot of support rods in there. And once those floorboards on it, so I got to throw them on. And once I verify that everything's straight, then I just put the last mount from here up to there. And then I'll do another mount from here back to there, just as extra support. Actually, I'll go over here and I'll show you the color of the truck. This will be the color of the truck. I'll go outside. I'll take that outside so you can see it. Yeah, that's an old tractor. Gotta fix that too. Maybe tough to tell, but there's a ton of pearl in it. That'll be the color of the truck. I'll give you another update in another month or so. Hopefully I'll be closer.